The Elvira movie Macabre is being brought to you by your local Southern California Mazda dealers.
Hello, darling. Yes, sirree, it's little old me, that cute little miss who the boys love to kiss. Whenever I let him, that is. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And the show, as you know, is Movie Macabre. And hey, welcome back to it. This time around, we've got one for you called Screamers. Actually, they didn't have a name for this picture when it first came out. Came up with the name Screamers after the first time they ran it for a paying audience. They screamed to get their money back. But you gotta know that's just the kind of movie we like here on the show. And we'll get right to it after these words from the folks who pay the bills. You're watching Screamers on Movie Macabre.
Steady there. Hey, I advise you not to wander too far. I told you not to wander off.
Didn't you say something about natives?
Aye. They'd be on the other side of the island. To them, this area is taboo. A few land crabs here, that's all.
And what we've come after, I hope.
I made no promises to you about the treasure. Our deal was I bring you here, I bring you back. Nothing more.
We're wasting time.
Ahoy! You stay there. Keep alert.
We're going to the Cave of the Dead. It's full of ghosts, the natives claim. Spirits of human sacrifices made to protect their treasure against people like you. Their legends and superstitions are very important to them.
Legends and native superstitions don't scare me.
No? Well, let me tell you, they've scared off many a sailor in these parts.
on your own.
But you were paid to take us to the treasure.
And I have. It's in there.
That wasn't part of the bargain, Decker.
Come on, James. Unless you're afraid like Decker is. Somehow this all seemed so much easier when we were planning it.
This whole trip was your idea, remember?
Well, we wouldn't be here at all if you hadn't gambled away all the money our family left us.
I really think you've said enough on that subject, my dear.
Oh, my God!
Samantha. In the hand.
He's cold.
Who's there? Captain Decker? Mr. Ratcliffe? Who's there?
I wonder whose skeletons they were back there.
No idea. Probably people just like us who weren't quite so lucky.
Do you think Decker brought them here?
I wouldn't know. But from the look of those bodies, they haven't been here long. A few weeks, perhaps a month. Samantha? Samantha? Patterson? Patterson? Is that you? Samantha? Samantha? Samantha!
James?
James.
I just love a good slime picture. Them creatures in that cave kind of reminded me of the way my eggs came out this morning. Runny. Hey, is it just my imagination, or was that the smokiest beach around? I mean, I know the locale's supposed to be the Caribbean, but it looks more like they filmed this turkey down by the refinery in El Segundo. And so far, the dialogue hasn't been what you call awe-inspiring. It's consisted of a bunch of people going around calling out each other's names.
Samantha?
James?
Patterson?
James?
Samantha?
Oh, God, what's next? Zip codes? Boy, just before they got off that boat, they all looked at each other and said, okay, nobody dies. It's too bad they forgot to touch wood. Now that everybody's had their heads ripped off, I just don't have a clue where the picture goes from here. But I guess we'll find out as Screamers continues on Movie Unknown.
Meet the people who made the original wine coolers. Years ago, they blended white wine and real fruit in a tub at a party on the beach. And now that original blend comes in a bottle. California Cooler, the real stuff.
Here's Richard Pryor. And Richard Pryor. And Richard Pryor. Comedy's most versatile comedian is on Channel 9 Wednesday at 8 p.m. Expect the unexpected on the Richard Pryor Show Wednesday at 8 p.m.
For years now, Bank of America has been taking home equity loan rates in the right direction, lower. So if you need a loan for home improvement or that trip you've always dreamed of, remember, B of A's rates are lower. Where am I headed with all this? Let me get straight to the point. If you want a home equity loan or another kind of low-rate loan, we want the job.
Bank of America, we want the job.
There's someone special I want to look good for. Me.
It's my turn to see what I can see. I hope you'll understand. This time's just for me.
Looking good makes me feel good, so I use Oil of Olay. It's so sheer and greaseless, it sinks right in for a softer, younger look.
Oil of Olay, beauty fluid or luxurious cream to help keep you looking younger, too.
Yes.
The doctor is sad. He doesn't want to die with the likes of us. Well, your skin doctor is now worth no more than ours.
If you don't save your strength, you'll go first. Then you won't have the satisfaction of watching me die.
Listen, we'd have drowned with the others when the ship went down if the doctor hadn't unlocked the bars. And you're grateful to him for that? You idiot. If we come out of this alive, the first thing our dear Lieutenant de Ross is going to do is put us back on another prison ship.
That's right, I will.
Hey, we're moving.
You're caught in a strong current.
It's too fast for just the current.
What was that?
Probably a log. That means we must be close to land.
I've heard stories about these seas. Legends about giant octopuses that can drag a ship to the bottom.
Jesus, help me!
Be quiet! We're picking up speed.
Look out!
Jose! Don't! Don't! If you drink that, you'll die. Like he did. Maybe we'll find good water in the woods. Let's go.
Francois! Lieutenant! Jose!
That makes 3. Give me a hand.
5. Peter and Skip found water just a few minutes from here. There's a whole lake waiting for you. We made it, eh?
Jim. Have you seen Jim?
No. Jim!
That's enough. That's enough for now. We'll blow up like balloons.
I'm going to look for food. There should be some kind of animals around here.
No. No, Francois, wait.
You're afraid he's not going to come back?
Hey, Lieutenant.
You can stop giving us orders.
Take this. You won't kill anything with that.
Francois! Francois!
Look there. My God, an alligator got him.
Alligators don't rip a man up like that.
What else could it have been? What was it?
We're on a volcanic island. But if there are animals here, there may also be people.
Hey, what about Francois? You guys just gonna leave him bobbing around out there in that swamp like that? Don't you know you're supposed to clean up the campgrounds for the next boatload of prisoners who get marooned? Oh, you show some consideration, why don't you? You know, it's like they sent this movie out for a plot transplant, and it came back with a whole new story. Only now they're using their heads about it. Instead of having everybody killed off in 10 minutes like they did the first time, they're gonna spread it out a little bit. You know, there's something I could never figure out with these movies. Now, why is it that whenever somebody sees a big, old, ugly hand coming up out of the muck, they just stand there looking dumbfounded? I mean, don't just stand there doing a golly like Gomer Pyle. Get the heck out of there! Amscrape! Beat it! Go!
Lieutenant?
Why Skip and not him? Let him die too, and good riddance.
All right. Let me up. You're breaking my arm. Let's at least finish him off. Come on, Lieutenant. Grab hold of my hand.
Thanks, Jose. Let's go. Animals don't build traps.
It's a cemetery. Don't go in there. What you scared of, Jose? Come on.
Looks like somebody's been using it for some kind of rites. I wonder what happened to the bodies.
Don't touch those leaves. They're voodoo. Voodoo? Yes. There are many legends about these islands. I know them. This island is inhabited by zombies, the living dead. That's why the graves are empty. There are zombies here.
Stop it, Jose. You're talking nonsense. Zombies don't exist. They've never existed.
Thank you.
Stay where you are. Who are you?
We're from a ship that sank about a week ago. Our lifeboat got caught in a strong current, carried us to this island, and, here we are.
What is the name of this island, Senora?
It has no name. And it's uncharted. It belongs to Edmund Rackham. And he doesn't like trespassers very much. So for your own good, I suggest you return to the beach and find some way of leaving.
Wait! We're starving and exhausted. At least tell us where we can find food and shelter.
I can tell you nothing. You'll have to take care of yourselves.
Come on, we'll follow her, see where she goes. Lieutenant Claude Ross, medical officer on the frigate La Cayenne, which sank about a week ago.
Doctor? And these two gentlemen?
The Cayenne was a prison ship, making for Toulon. The three of us were the only survivors.
Yes, the island does hold certain inconveniences for the uninitiated. Rendezvous to Chumayako. Go with him. He'll show you where you can make your quarters.
Look! More voodoo. The scorpion is a sacred animal. It's the custodian of the imprisoned souls of the living dead.
Rubbish. It's just a big bug on a bunch of rags.
You shouldn't have done that.
Oh, come on, Jose. I once saw you strangle an old woman in cold blood. Why all this fuss over a scorpion?
Go. You knew those men would follow you, didn't you, my dear? You're a very naughty girl. Headstrong, too. You know you shouldn't do things like that without asking my permission, don't you?
And you shouldn't walk in here without asking my permission.
I just wanted to make sure you'd be in good time for dinner.
Why?
Why? Because I've invited your young lieutenant to join us. Poor fellow. He deserves a little reward after all he's been through. You know, he's really quite good looking. Cleaned up. I dare say he could be appealing.
I'm very curious about that cemetery with the empty graves. What happened to the bodies?
Quite simple. There was a volcanic eruption. The natives decided to abandon the island. They were afraid the volcano would destroy them. Before they left, they threw their dead into the sea. Just a silly superstition.
But I saw several recent signs of black magic ceremonies. So someone still takes those silly superstitions quite seriously.
Shakira could perhaps tell you more about that. She comes from Haiti, the home of voodoo. But if I were you, Lieutenant, I wouldn't meddle in such matters. After all, curiosity killed the cat, you know.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
This island. And you people, living this far from civilization. I don't see what's so attractive about the place. I just find it very strange.
And is the so-called civilized world more attractive? I certainly don't regret leaving it. Isn't that so, my dear? You're a doctor, Lieutenant. Perhaps you can put a name to my strangeness.
Misanthropy.
Well, I wouldn't say I exactly hate my fellow men. Let's just say I resent them imposing their laws upon me. Here in this island, I am absolute master. Our guest doesn't seem to appreciate the beauties of our humble island home. Amanda, didn't you hear me?
No, I'm sorry. I was distracted.
I was saying that the good doctor seems impatient to leave us.
Why should he want to stay? Excuse me. I'm very tired.
The climate sometimes upsets her. Poor little thing.
Oh, that's modesty for you. I am the absolute master. End of report. Big deal. He doesn't even have his own TV show like I do, does he? And did I catch his name right? Is it really Edmund Rackham? I mean, what kind of a name is Rackham? Where was he born? In some doggone pool hall? Okay, Rackham! And who taught him how to pronounce the word Haiti? How'd he say it? Haiti? Sounded like he had popcorn stuck to the roof of his mouth. It's Haiti, fella. Just plain Haiti. You know, there is something I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
I was getting to that, sister. Sheesh. What I don't understand is what that stuff at the beginning of the picture has to do with what's going on. Oh, sure, I made a crack about the movie getting a plot transplant, but I still thought it was the same picture. Now I'm starting to wonder if we didn't get some of the reels of film mixed up. I mean, how could that happen? Even here at Channel 9. Oh, well, on second thought.
When I was overweight, I felt disgusted with myself. I just kept gaining weight and losing hope. Calling Nutrisystem made all the difference. They started me out on Sure Start, their accelerated weight loss program, and it is great. Sure Start really does wonders for your confidence, and then you go on to the regular Nutrisystem program.
The thing that really makes it work is the food.
The spaghetti, the chili, the barbecue beef.
Losing weight never tasted so great. Am I glad I called Nutrisystem? Every time I look in the mirror, I'm glad I called Nutrisystem.
This is a true story that happened during the drought in Africa, where the rains didn't come, but the terror did. Cunning, terrifying, deadly, and hungry in the shadow of Kilimanjaro. Rated R.
Opens Friday, May 9th at a theater near you.
Sargent's invites you to put yourself in your dog's place. Huh? Suppose you had the fleas, the itching, the scratching. You'd want relief on the double. You'd want him to give you Sargent's double-layer flea and tick collar. Sergeant's double layers kill fleas and ticks like both a powder and a spray. And Sergeant's keeps killing for 5 full months. Your best friend needs relief on the double. Sergeant's double layer flea and tick collar. He'd do it for you.
Enjoy extra sugar-free gum.
You get extra flavor, extra fun in extra sugar-free gum.
Extra, the only leading sugar-free gum with NutraSweet, gives you extra refreshing flavor that lasts an extra, extra, extra long time.
Extra flavor for that extra long ride. Extra flavor for that extra long ride. When you chew it extra, the extra fresh flavor lasts an extra, extra, extra long time.
Extra lasts extra long.
Doctor. What can I do for you?
Peter has disappeared. Have you any idea where he is?
Well, perhaps he escaped. Isn't that what convicts do?
I don't think he had that idea at all.
Well, if it's any comfort to you, nobody leaves this island unless I want them to.
Then where is he? What did you do with him?
Me? Nothing. I shouldn't worry about him, dear boy. He is a criminal, a misfit, of no importance to anyone.
Listen, Rackham, you can't just play with people's lives. If you've done anything to him, I'll...
Now, you listen to me. I decide everything that happens on this island. I am the law. And you better behave yourself. Trouble. Now go away.
Jose, come back, Jose!
Let him go, Doctor. He won't get very far. And neither will you if you go after him.
Jose! Jose! Jose!
Wait, we talk to let you have it.
Jose! You'll get yourself killed! Jose! Jose! Don't be a fool! Come back!
Voodoo.
Claude. Get away from here while you still can.
Yeah, she got that part right about him being Claude. He was darn near clawed to death. Oh, it was a lucky thing for him that she came along like that when she did, and that she's on such friendly terms with them hokey-looking zipper monsters from the deep. Why, she has them eaten right out of her hand. Maybe I should say drinking. And they're drinking out of their own darn hands. Boy, it would have been a lot less messy if she just remembered to bring along some straws. If they're gonna drink liquids out of their cupped hands like that, there's a little trick they might want to try. It's called keeping your fingers together. Try it. Screamers continues after this.
Out of the darkness it will come, big as 2 city blocks, with 700 legs, 5,000 eyes, and it feeds on electricity. When you see it, you'll never forget it. It's the Main Street Electrical Parade, now more powerful than ever. Back Saturday and Sunday nights at Disneyland. Open late every weekend.
Attention car buyers, don't buy anything until you see this. Mazda has the car you want. 323, our economical state-of-the-art small car. The world-class 626, a perfect family car. And RX-7, the new generation of a sports car legend. 3 great Mazdas, 3 great values. Okay, now you're ready to make a very smart car buying decision. Get a great deal at your Southern California Mazda dealers today.
I do cartoon voices. I'm a legal secretary.
Administrative assistant for a law firm. Sell drugs. Illegal ones.
What do these people have in common? The chance to win $100,000 all week long during the special $100,000 Pyramid Playoffs.
Somebody's going to win $100,000 right here.
Things in a course.
Yeah! Don't miss the $100,000 Playoffs with host Dick Clark on the $100,000 Pyramid.
The $100,000 Pyramid, weeknights at 8 p.m.
Confused about which airline to call? The choice is easy. Oh, Western has some flights to cities where AirCal flies, and United has more, while PSA is real proud of their frequency. But guess what? When you call AirCal single call service, you get a choice of more than twice as many flights as the other 3 combined. To be really sure that you'll only have to make 1 call, better call AirCal single call service. We make flying easy.
Larry Cedar, a real label lover. He's wearing fine wool slacks by Tattersall. At Bullock's, they cost $70 with the label. Brendan Dillon Jr. is wearing the identical wool slacks by Tattersall without the label. At C&R, they're only $49.90, $20 less than Bullock's for the exact same slacks. Cedar has the label. Dillon has the money. C&R, now we're name dropping.
Tau.
Rackham? Yesterday in the woods, I was attacked by it. God knows what. It tried to kill me.
What's the matter, Edmund?
She'll tell you about it. She saved my life.
I saved your life. What on earth are you talking about?
Must be sleeping on that cold, hard floor, Doctor. It's giving you nightmares.
Nightmares don't have sharp claws. There is something living in the swamps out there, and it attacked me.
You're talking nonsense, Claude.
Of course he is. Poor boy's got a fever. He's delirious. Where's the water?
Listen, Rackham. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what you people are really doing
That's
down
enough.
here.
Please. You're imagining things.
Amanda, wait. Amanda! Let go of me, damn it! Let go of me!
Calm down, Doctor. There's nothing to be gained by violence. Anyway, my men are much stronger than you are.
All right. I'm delirious. I'm imagining things. I'm talking nonsense. Tell them to let me go, please.
Get him inside. Let me help her. Lima. Professor, can you hear me? You're alive because this man needs a doctor. Now do something quickly.
All right. I need more light, boiling water, bandages, and instruments. These sores are badly infected. They'll poison his entire body. They must be cleaned and dressed.
Anything you want. But you must keep him alive. Well, Doctor?
I've given him a sedative, and he's sleeping now.
How long? How long will he live?
If he stays here, not very long. A week, maybe a month, not longer.
That'll be enough. Has to be. So keep up the good work, Doctor.
Rackham? I won't do anything more until you tell me who this man is and why he's being kept prisoner here.
His name is Marvin. Professor Ernest Marvin. And he isn't a prisoner.
Ernest Marvin? The biologist? I thought he died a long time ago.
Well, as you can see, he didn't. And now he must be kept alive as long as possible. And the longer he lives, the better your own chances of survival. Doctor. Your father's had another attack. It's not too serious. Claude's looking after him. He seems to be a very good doctor. Just what I needed. So for the time being, he's in no danger. However, I think it'd be a good idea if you didn't see him anymore. You talk so much, my dear.
I want to see my father.
Your father's in good hands. And you're going to stay here.
Stop it. Stop it! Edmund!
Don't let her leave.
Ernest Marvin, Studies on Biological Mutations.
Who's that? Who are you? How did you get in here?
I'm the doctor who's been taking care of you. You collapsed earlier, don't you remember?
No. You can save yourself the trouble. It's too late.
No, it's not too late. But you must leave here. With proper medicine and a well-equipped hospital, you'll...
I can't. My work is unfinished. My work isn't finished.
What work? Tell me. What is it you have to finish? What is it you have to finish?
Save your strength, Professor. You have a very inquiring mind, Doctor, which is, of course, quite delightful. However, I'd be better pleased if you confine your intellectual curiosity to purely medical matters. Step this way, please.
Boy, I don't know who has the uglier hands. Them monsters or Joseph Cotton. Joe, keep those bandages on, okay? Boy, I'll tell you something. He is a pretty lucky guy. You don't often find a doctor who makes island calls.
What on earth are you talking about?
Beats me, honey. I just read them off the teleprompter and don't ask questions. Boy, it ain't easy being the mistress of the dark, you know.
Start your lunch. I'll be right back.
Well, I went down to school, and who did I see? Peter Pan, peanut butter. Well, the kids were all eating that peanut tree.
Peter Pan tastes so peanutty because it's made from the best peanuts in the world.
Eat some peanut butter every time you can. Only if it's Peter Pan.
No more excuses for spots.
Spots?
I'll bet Harry unloaded the dishwasher.
Maybe she didn't see the spots.
Maybe.
I used the energy cycle.
No more excuses for spots with new improved Cascade. Under tough conditions like the energy cycle, other leading brands can leave spots. Cascade's advanced sheeting action leaves dishes virtually spotless. Let's start over with Cascade.
Terrific.
Everything looks wonderful.
Even on the energy cycle, there's no excuse for spots with new improved Cascade.
Welcome to the International House of Pancakes.
I'm here for your Rooty Tooty fresh and fruity breakfast.
2 eggs, 2 bacon, 2 sausage, 2 fruit top pancakes.
Right.
Strawberry, blueberry, peach, or cinnamon apple.
Yes, it's a great breakfast, but, Rooty Tooty fresh and fruity? I'm embarrassed to say it.
Join the club.
The International House of Pancakes Rooty Tooty Fresh and Fruity Breakfast Special, only $2.49.
If finding parking this week is incredibly easy, And getting good seats at the ballpark is a breeze. It's probably because you're the only ones who aren't at Circuit City's Red, White, and Blue sale, with great savings in every Circuit City store. For a limited time only, this Sharp microwave oven is just $89. So if there's lots of elbow room at the movies, it's because everyone's saving at Circuit City's Red, White, and Blue sale, and you're not.
What is this?
It's all right, Doctor. If I'd wanted to do away with you, I'd have done it long before now.
The whole island is a labyrinth of caves and tunnels extending from one coast to the other.
On this island, Doctor, time and many of the processes of evolution have simply stood still. The volcanic lava and the coral reef surrounding the island have protected it to a quite extraordinary degree. Come. After you. No, don't worry. It's perfectly safe, I assure you.
The island is the highest peak of a now vanished continent, Doctor.
What is it?
I believe that we're looking at a city of the lost continent of Atlantis. There, Doctor. There is all that remains of the very center of that great civilization. The Temple of the Sun God. That temple contains a huge treasure. A treasure beyond, as they say, the dreams of avarice. My problem, however, has been to lay my hands on it. You see, it lies at a depth of almost 2,000 feet.
2,000 feet? No one could ever live at such a depth.
No normal human being, certainly. You see, when I arrived on this island 15 years ago and discovered its secrets, I immediately sent for Professor Marvin. I needed somebody who could establish a relationship with them, communicate with them. Yes, the creatures, your God knows what, they're the only ones capable of recovering the treasure. The descendants of the original inhabitants of Atlantis. Delightful, aren't they?
Part fish and part man. How do they survive? How did they evolve?
Well, they survive because they evolved, my dear Doctor. It's Marvin's opinion that the continent took thousands of years to sink, and during that time, the original inhabitants became amphibious. Luckily for me, Professor Marvin seems to have found a way to communicate with them. He gives them some sort of potion, and they obey him.
What sort of potion?
Well, if I knew that, I wouldn't need the good professor any longer. Come to that, I wouldn't need you either, Doctor. It's a chemical substance, a drug, something to which the poor creatures seem to become addicted.
So much so that in return they hand over their treasure. I didn't think scientists were so greedy.
Oh, Marvin's not. Good gracious me, no. No, I managed to persuade him that the proceeds would be used to promote his researches.
Oh, well, I can understand that a scientist like Marvin is ready to give his life for a discovery of this magnitude. But you don't give a damn about science, do you, Rackham? All you care about is the treasure down there. And I'm damn sure it won't be used to promote anyone's research.
Yes, I'm afraid you're right. I intend to keep it all for myself. Dreadful, isn't it?
I see that you have your means of escape ready for when you've raised all the treasure.
Of course.
Suppose the professor dies from natural causes. He's a very sick man.
Yes, that is the nub of my problem. You see, when I brought the professor here 15 years ago, Amanda was scarcely more than a child. Over the years, her father has taught her to communicate with the Fishmen. In fact, she gives them the old man's secret potions. As a result, she's perfectly safe with them and they trust her, absolutely.
And you're worried that if the old man dies, she won't go on helping you.
What a bright boy you are. But if you were to use your skill to keep the old man going, Doctor, I might be prepared to share some of the booty with you. What do you say to that? Is it a bargain?
Why not? Man's origins are in water. He finds the biological components for his survival in water. His respiratory system is the result of that stage of evolution when his primitive forefathers moved from the oceans of the world onto dry land. But man can return to his amphibious state. Ernest Marvin. Now I remember. He's the geneticist who was condemned for his experiments, transplanting animal organs into human beings. Amanda.
Claude. I'm sorry, Claude. I had to do it. In front of Ralph.
Amanda, you don't have to explain anything. Let's go and see your father.
I see death. and destruction. The sun god will rise from the abyss, and the islands will be destroyed. In the raging inferno, everyone will die.
Shakira!
Edmond, it was horrible. Please, let's leave. Let's leave before it's too late. Please.
Honey, I'm afraid it's already too late. And wipe that toothpaste off your chin. What you want to do is rinse your mouth out after brushing your teeth, and then you won't drool like that. Well, this movie's got a little something for everybody, don't it? You got your voodoo rituals, and you got your sunken treasure, your lost continent of Atlantic City, and your exploding volcanoes, and a bunch of creatures called God knows what. Boy, I can just see the writer when he went in to pitch this story. Oh, yeah, and then there's this spaceship lands, and then in the middle of a field, you know, and these little evil kids come out, and they have tattoos on their foreheads, and they start a nuclear war, and then they like...
Man may have invented the wheel, but Schwinn invented motion. Introducing a shimmering line of sleek new cycles, now at surprisingly affordable prices. Truly an outstanding performance from the one and only Schwinn. See the full line, including the new Schwinn Sprint, only at your Schwinn dealer.
Bite into a Starburst and hold on to your taste buds. It's the wildest orange. Strawberry. Lemon. And wildest cherry taste. Starburst. It's a burst of refreshing fruit flavor. Naturally and artificially flavored.
Wild! My mother always used Uncle Ben's. She's a great cook. Of course, when I first got married, I had to try my own brand. But you know, there's a difference. Uncle Ben's is a lot better. Uncle Ben's is separate, not sticky. And it's whole, not broken like the other leading national brand. It makes me mad. Mom's always right. Except now, I'm as good a cook as she is.
Uncle Ben's converted brand rice. It really does make a difference.
This is how most burglars get their kicks. Foot by foot. Deadbolt or not. But not with Schlage, the only deadbolt lock with a strike plate reinforcer and 3-inch screws that dig deeper into your wall. Now, how can you knock a lock that offers better protection? Nice try. Schlage, a striking improvement in home security.
I don't understand. He should be in bed.
I think I know where to find him. How does this thing open?
I don't know. My father's never allowed anyone in his laboratory. Not even me.
And that's where he prepares the potion for his pet monsters, right?
Yes, Claude, but they're not monsters. Remember, they were like us 10,000 years ago.
Oh, yes. The original inhabitants of Atlantis. Professor? Jose, look at him. There, you descendants of Atlantis, the results of a madman's experiments. Now we know where the original islanders disappeared to. They were turned into monsters like this.
You're wrong, Claude. You must be. My father couldn't have done this.
One moment, you have destroyed the ultimate achievement of a lifetime's work. This is my only specimen with full human intelligence.
You are not a scientist. You're a madman, an insane criminal.
Father, how could you? How could you do such an awful thing?
Awful thing? My dear, what you are calling an awful thing is a biological solution to the greatest problem mankind has ever faced. One day, and in the not-too-distant future, when this Earth is no longer able to feed its overpopulated billions, a new race of amphibious beings will be able to submerge themselves into the oceans of the world and survive. Now, do you understand the humane necessity of my work and the utter stupidity of your thoughtless destruction?
You wouldn't have seen the final results of your experiments. You wouldn't have lived long enough.
My life is unimportant. My work will be carried on by others.
Your work will die with you, Professor. Rackham only wants your creatures to salvage the treasure of Atlantis. When he doesn't need them anymore, he'll kill them. The future of humanity means nothing to him.
Whereas my personal future means everything. How right you are, Doctor.
There'll be no future for you.
Father!
Father! Who are you? Now it's your turn, Doctor. Better idea. Let's see if you can grow a set of gills without the Professor's help. Come on, up.
Stop it! Yell as much as you like. No one can help you anymore. Your father is dead. And Claude will be joining him very shortly. Damnation.
Killer!
You are bound to me for eternity, Edmund. Amanda belongs to the island, and she must die when the island dies.
This is nonsense, Shakira.
Remember the prophecy, Edmund? The sun god will rise from the abyss, and the volcano will destroy the island. We must leave, quickly.
Yes, but Amanda goes with us.
No!
Shakola! Kwenda Kalimba Shamba. I'm afraid I have to bring your father's body, my dear.
Hey, that kind of reminds me of that old college stunt, you know, where the kids all go down to the laundromat and get inside the dryer. Only Claude just made the mistake of getting inside the washer. Well, it's Saturday night and he can use the bath, right? Oh, unless you're watching on Sunday afternoon, and then he should be out waxing the car or something. Something I'd like to know is how Claude was able to recognize Jose the way he did. Why, that didn't look any more like Jose than my old pal Breather looks like Tom Selleck. As a matter of fact, that thing looked more like Breather than it did Jose. Claude must have been able to tell by the burrito on Jose's breath, I guess. Oh well, there's more in store as Screamers continues on Movie Macabre.
Sun Valley Waterbeds has big weekend plans for you.
Plan 1.
These attractive tall mirrored bookcase waterbeds, your choice for less than $18 a month.
Plan 2.
This beautiful water bedroom set, including dresser, mirror, nightstand, and complete waterbed for less than $28 a month.
Plan 3.
We're still saying yes to no money down and yes to no payments till August.
Hurry, the offer ends Monday at Sun Valley Waterbeds.
Call 1-800-336-1984 for the Sun Valley Waterbed showroom nearest you.
Before you slip it over, before you pull it up, before you slide it on, before you dress, Caress. Caress isn't a soap. It's the body bar with bath oil. Caress can't dry your skin the way soap can. Gives you the soft you just can't get from soap. You'll feel smoother, softer than anything that touches you. Before you dress, Caress.
Some stores sell paint, but Standard Brands has quality paint at $2.99 a gallon, and $3.99 a gallon, and $4.99 a gallon, and $5.99 a gallon. In fact, Standard Brands has the greatest selection of money-saving choices available, and every paint is unconditionally guaranteed. Imagine, as low as $2.99 a gallon. With prices like these, why wait? Standard Brands. When it comes to paint, we set the standard.
Is tonight your lucky night? Your horoscope can tell you in advance. Call Love Signs at 976-4500. Just 95 cents a call.
This your favorite soap? No problem. Just pick your show and dial for all the latest scandal.
Are you taking any chances? Are you missing any opportunities? Just find your sign and dial for your daily horoscope.
Creator is dead, and she is in my power. So you will obey me. Bring me the treasure from the temple of the sun god. All of it, now! Bring me the rest of the treasure or I'll kill her! island's going to explode at any moment, so get going!
I'm not leaving with you!
Rack 'em!
even got a chance.
Yes, we have. Come with me. It leads down into the cave where the boat is. There's a rope tied to the edge there. We can climb down.
Let's go.
Be careful. They haven't had the potion for nearly 48 hours. I have absolutely no control over them now.
Well, we don't have any choice.
Amanda, come on.
Cast off the ropes.
Jump in the water or I'll kill her! Go on, jump! Damn you!
No, Claude, don't!
You think I wouldn't do it? Jump!
Well, it looks like Rackham went overboard just like the movie. And I wonder if he got hazard pay for doing this fight scene. Now that has got us smart. No wonder he went home with tears in his eyes. And now Claude and the chick had better get off that island fast before that stock footage of the volcano gets them. You know a picture's rotten when the best part of it is stock footage. Looks like outtakes of the Mount St. Helens story. Okie doke, the exciting and long-awaited conclusion to Screamers is coming up. Stay glued.
Ethel, they're playing our song. Ethel, they're playing our song.
When you're the life of the party, you never sit.
Ethel, they're playing our song.
But your dirty dishes do, and that can leave you with a real headache the next morning. That's the time to reach for Sunlight dishwasher detergent. Lemon scent Sunlight